Hi, it's Claire, your intuitive reader. Am I reading your story? Let's find out. So I'm still sick. I still have a fever, so the fan's on, so it might be a little loud. But otherwise, I just get too hot. It's also 86 degrees outside, so it's pretty warm today. I am really looking forward to reading your energy. I should have probably stayed in bed longer, but I really miss you guys. And you guys have been so wonderful, and so I really want to do a reading for you. So let's see what we get. And if this is your first time here, welcome. I hope you come back when I'm feeling a little better so you can see what this is all about. So let's get to it. Okay. Got the Emperor in the bottom. Let's see what else pops up. Oh, 4 of Swords to begin with. So, okay. Let's see. Clarify the 4 of Swords, please. Kind of looks like me right now, the flu. Oh, the High Priestess. So we've got the 4 of Swords crossed by the High Priestess. And the Queen of Pentacles is on the bottom. The Emperor was on the other bottom. And the King of Pentacles is here. So a lot of really good energy. So I'm not really sure if the 4 of Swords is actually your energy. It might be something that's being projected from the outside. Or it might be about the number 4. We've got 4 of Pentacles at the foundation. And I was doing some readings yesterday because I really wanted to get back to it, but I was feeling too exhausted to actually go forward, and I kept getting the 4 of Pentacles from a different deck. And the 4 of Pentacles is, in this way, I like holding down the fort, like security, and really, having a strong base. And it being in the foundation of your spread means that you really have a strong foundation, a physical strong foundation. So this, I'm still not sure what's going on here. Maybe you're getting in your own head a bit, because you're showing up as the High Priestess. So maybe you're thinking, you're kind of like, going over things you've said, going over things people have said about you. Maybe you're finding out something that's troubling you. But you have to remember that you are the High Priestess. Like, see, I see her, she's on a laptop right here. And so not letting what people say get you down. Because they're going, if you're being successful, if you're having things go well, if people are liking you, there's a lot of people who are jealous. And you're sitting as a High Priestess. So you're coming from this, if you come at this from a place where you feel and really see it from a higher vantage point, it's really not as bad as it's maybe feeling. Like, why are they acting like this? That's not nice energy. So let's, okay. 8 of Pentacles. So like we now have 4 of Pentacles, 8 of Pentacles. You're working. You have been doing, you've been collecting a lot of wealth and material prosperity because you work so hard. You're making, really grounded decisions about your money and about your work. You are really someone who, I'm sorry, I'm saying really a lot. You're really coming from a place that is very grounded and forward thinking. Like, I get a lot of planning here. Like, you might have run across something that's making you feel like your plans were not working out, but I got a lot of information when I was doing my getting ready for this reading, and I was getting a lot of needing to be patient, needing to have faith in the fact that you are moving forward, you are successful. And this is more you know, you getting in your head. I also got justice a few times. I've been getting that a lot. You know, and then you got the sun to crown your spread, which is great. Like, it's literally celebration and light and things coming to light. So the sun is going to come out. You just have to hold tight. You have to really hold on to who you are and keep working. Like, keep working, keep working, keep working. Don't lose sight. Don't lose sight of what your overall goal is. No matter what comes up, no matter, you know, who says what about you, no matter if it looks like, you know, oh my gosh, people are going to believe this stuff. They're not, you know, like, the light, everything's in the light now. I don't know if you guys have felt it, but there has been a massive change in the world. Like, things that were once in the dark and people that were doing really nasty things in the dark, and then in the light, we're like, yeah, I can make fun of people. I can, you know, say awful things, make fun of elderly people, make fun of people with disabilities. I mean, what's been going on in our world culture has been very toxic. And those of us that are more empathetic and more grounded and would never do stuff like that or think stuff like that, or, you know, definitely not act on it, are like, wow, is this ever going to change? And yes, the sun has come out. You've put in the work when everyone else was doing things that were not high vibing around you. You stayed as the High Priestess. You when you were really struggling and stuff, you didn't take it out on other people. You actually sometimes took it out on yourself. You were like, wow, why are these people benefiting from this, you know? But you always held on to who you were, because you're a very grounded person. You're a very solid person, and you work very hard, and that's going to be celebrated. Who you are and what you've done is going to be celebrated. When no one's looking, you're that kind of person who will go and, you know, give somebody money or volunteer, or, you know, if you have no time or money, you say a kind word to someone. Whenever possible, you do the right thing. You stop whatever you're doing to help people. And you were wondering if anybody else was going to do that for you. And it's starting to come out in a much better way for those of us that are that kind and really genuinely good. Yes, good in the way that, you know, when we're in preschool, there are some of those kids that if they can get away with it, they do some really awful things. And those people, those children grow up to be those kind of adults. And you guys in this collective are quite the opposite. You were the kinder children. You understood that sharing, and if everybody's happy, you know, that'll make you happy. So it looks like there might be some information coming in. So making sure that whatever information that comes in, that you continue to really use your High Priestess way of thinking from that vantage point and from a very grounded place. You know, maybe go within before you make a decision and really contemplate this. It doesn't have to make you depressed. It can actually just give you a clearer sense of thinking. So, and it's like keeping your thoughts positive, because, this was how the spread started, these kind of negative thoughts. And this is saying, keep your thoughts positive. And I think you guys are doing that. I think you're seeing that if you stay in that way of being and you just keep working, you will definitely get to a place that you want to be. So let's see what else. Oh, okay. Judgment. Okay. So Judgment's coming out. Let's clarify Judgment. So there are some people out there, like I said, that are being judgmental. That came out almost from the moment I started the spread, of that feeling that there are people judging you. They don't want you to judge them. So they have gone down this path of being super judgmental and accusing you of things that they're actually doing themselves, that they actually think themselves, that they actually live like themselves because they want to get in front of you saying, hey, this is what you're doing. It's just a preemptive attack. And if you stay in the light, here, if you stay in the light and you use, you know, your high priestess way of thinking and being, no matter what they say, it's not going to really matter to you. It's, you know, it might hurt. Yeah, it hurts when people say that, but do we really care about someone's opinion of us that we don't like the way they think and the judgments they make and the way they live? You know, no, I want to remind everybody that just because everybody has an opinion doesn't mean that it's valid. And our opinions about ourselves can be questioned. We should always feel comfortable questioning the thoughts that are coming through our heads. No, nothing wants to come through. I guess it just wants me to talk. Making me work today. Can't you just give me the answers? And maybe that's a message here. Like, you know, we come to tarot readers, we come to therapists, we go to our, you know, parents, we go to our siblings and friends, and when in fact we actually know what the correct, you know, answer is. We know for ourselves. You know, these are just flipping all over the place. So we got the Queen of Wands. So this is really owning that passion. Like, you know, maybe you were judged for being too outgoing, too sexual, too this, to that, and you are taking that and you're owning that passion. You know, I see here's a black cat too. That's often the intuition, the knowing. It's having that instinct, and you are really manifesting from that place. So you got the Sun and you got the Queen of Wands. This is a lot of fire energy, and you know that's crowning your spread, that fire, and you are really owning that queen status, that fiery queen status. And you don't have to be a woman to do that. It means that you are owning that sensuality, that internal creation, that vitality, that fertility, to make anything. And then after that, it's the Lovers. So this could be really owning, maybe you've put so much time into your work because of what people have said. You kind of went into hermit mode, you kind of went into repose, you self-inflicted repose, but you're now owning that, and you're coming out really passionate and attracting love. I've been getting this a lot. I know some people don't want romantic relationships, but that might be something, if it's so triggering to you that you have to tell me so many times that you don't want love, it might be a sore point from when you were younger. Like, you might be feeling so afraid that if you you know, embody this passion, that you're going to feel like you're going to lose yourself and you're going to get hurt. Yes, we can get hurt. But when love goes well, when we love ourselves and we can give that to someone else, we get back so much more. You know, maybe love yourself first, and then, but really look at why that's triggering to you. Because, you know, I don't personally, I can't solve that for you. All I can do is, you know, communicate to you what I'm seeing and feeling, and that you actually have the answers. Why are you getting so defensive? Why don't you want love? Like, that's a very natural human thing. Whether you want, you know, monogamous love, romantic love, sexual love, friendship love, love of pets, love with, you know, being a mother or a father. We all want love. We're communal animals. That would be like saying, you know, other animals do not want love. They do. We are, as human beings, concoct stories, though, you know, that get in the way of that. Because this, you are calling judgment on these things people have been saying about you. You have spent enough time beating yourself up. You're now really taking that information and using it in a very clear, concise way. You're seeing it from all these different angles. You're grounded. You're working hard. You're passionate. You're bringing in love. And that's resulting in a 10 of Cups. Like, this is all the earthly stuff. You're very grounded. There are a lot of pentacles here. There's a lot of fiery energy too. So we have like fire and clear thought and love and manifestation. The only thing I don't see in this spread at all is cups. You know, maybe that's a cue here. I've been getting a lot of heat. And so maybe you need to make sure that you're, you know, we all want to become higher in our brains, in our minds, higher consciousness. But we also need to remember that we have to feel. Feeling and empathy are extremely important, and it's how we make good decisions, very balanced decisions. So like I said, I have not gotten any, let's see, I guess, you know, technically, you know, Judgment is a water card, a water sign. But I'm not getting that from that. I'm getting this more from a physical, you know, judgment based on things and you're using a lot of higher up ways of doing that. And then we got the Empress. So this is like the outcome of this spread. You're using everything that you've done to really embody the feelings of the Empress. Maybe you're saying, well, I've spent a lot of time with my emotions and going through that and figuring out how I feel about this and that. And now you're using clear thinking from a higher perspective to call judgment on these situations in your life, on the way people are treating you, on really, should you be putting more effort into these people. It's really giving you a passionate, forward-moving energy into love, prosperity, and embodying the energy of the Empress. So I'm going to stick these levers back here. So that's levers. So you know, you have love, you have fertility and abundance in creation in the physical world. You have that in the emotional world, as far as not emotions, but more like passions. Like I said, I think you're following your passions more than anything when it comes to creating love and the 10 of Pentacles and your Empress status. So, okay. That's great. I mean, this is really great energy. I don't mean to make it sound like that. So let's see. Let's get a little guidance here. See if these cards. And I just want to say thank you again to everybody who's been so kind. I'm so happy to read you guys' energy again. It's you know, it's a lot of fun interacting with you guys and hearing about the things you're creating. You know, if this resonates with you and you're creating something and you've moved out of a place of, you know, really beating yourself up, and now you're like owning that Empress status and really shining light on on the things that are coming up. So let's see. Witch's Cottage, security. And there's another black cat here. Okay, I am getting that. So I would make sure that your house is secure. Make sure that maybe even, because it's a lot of physical energy. I mean, like a physical 3D energy and shining light on it, growing things. Make sure you're watering your plants. Make sure that you've recently vacuumed. And so your house, I'm not saying your house is dirty. I'm saying, you know, maybe smudge if you do that, light candles if you do that. And let's see, what was, you can use salt You can just get a big thing of salt and, you know, do a nice big circle around your house. Just doing something to make sure that your house is secure, because you're manifesting in so much. People are going to be drawn to it. They're going to, like, you know, and use your instincts. When somebody comes towards you, do they just want what you have? Do they want all this physical abundance that you're creating? Or do they really want to be in your life? Because a lot of people are drawn towards you guys. This collective is shining so bright. See, it's like all these little lights right here. It's like magical. People want to be a part of that. You are shining light on everything. You are just glowing. So of course they want to be in your light. And you don't have to take that as an attack. You just have to make sure that you have good boundaries, and then you're only attracting energies that you really want in your life. So I'm going to draw, oh, that's what I wanted to draw. I'm going to draw you guys a Diviner Dictionary card. I haven't used these in a while, and I love these cards, and I was like, oh my gosh, why haven't I used these? It's a huge deck, though. I got a lot of practice, but okay, let's see. Come on. Sometimes the cards just don't want to come out, do they? Okay, let's see. Humor. Yeah, I mean, that's one of the things I'm getting here. This is like a solar plexus color, you know, also sacral. Like, the, you know, being in these places, sometimes we can get a little stuffy and serious about things, and we lose that sense of wonder and having fun with this. It's like, you know, that magic, that glow comes from us enjoying ourselves. And, you know, like, life is ludicrous. It is the most ridiculous thing ever. I mean, we look at our lives and we take it a little too seriously. We get in our heads. We don't laugh enough. We don't enjoy how precious and amazing our life is, and how just really funny it is. I mean, if you think, I mean, when was the last time you just had a great laugh? It's so healing. It shines this light that people are just like, whoa. I mean, I used to get into laughing fits so bad that I would scare my kids. It was just, they would just be like, what are you doing? And I'd be like, no, like, you got to enjoy life, you know, because it makes you expansive. You know, like, that humor hits your heart and it expands it so large. Like, when you're laughing, it creates energy. You know, that is it, the energy of life. That laughter, that joy, that coming together, that shining light, you know, it's healing. These are great cards. You know, and I wasn't going to take this one, but I just saw it. So we've got humor, and then we've got riot. And this would be kind of, to me, this is not one that is wildly amusing. Yeah. And so it's just like, it's really telling you, you know, within your home, within your base, within the security of you, of the foundation of who you are secure. You have everything. You've worked so hard. So, you know, use that healing energy of humor. You know, become that funny person. You know, who cares what people think of you? Oh my gosh, you know, like, oh, somebody my age isn't supposed to act like that. I act like a child. I mean, I jump on the bed. I have dance parties. I have, you know, a huge amount of stuffed animals. That's not even all of them. And I love them. Like, have fun. I mean, I think the whole point of this is to start off with, you're too in your head. You need to go out in the sun. And that doesn't necessarily mean going outside, but that might help. You know, being inside, look at these beautiful skies out the window. But, you know, this person isn't looking at them. And outside is just this exuberance, this joy, this sun, this happiness. And that's you. You have that within yourself. And I want you to feel it, because it is going to manifest everything you could possibly want. You know, in love, in emotions, in the 3D world, and most importantly, within yourself. You are the Empress. I can't get this. You are the High Priestess. You are this amazing person. I want you to believe me because I feel it. I read your energy and I feel what good people you are. Don't let the things that you may have done get in the way of really embodying who you are. Remember that child. Remember what that child loved and wanted and laughed at and had fun with, because that's still you. So this has been a great reading. I mean, it was so fun because I haven't gotten to do this in a while. And I just really love being around you guys, interacting with you. And I'm so happy you joined me. So if you liked this, please like, subscribe, and possibly share, comment. I will do my best to get back to you. I'm way behind on comments. I'm so sorry. I'm reading them. I just been so sick. But I will get back to them, get caught up as much as possible. And yeah, and I just really love you guys. Love you so much. Love you really from the deepest part of my heart. And I really appreciate you guys all being here and supporting me. So I love you guys. I'll see you soon. Bye, guys.